Life isn't a game, it's a test. A test to see who is more driven, who is willing to sacrifice more, who is willing to put the extra effort in which the vast majority skips over. Once a man truly absorbs this idea, his perception of life changes. He becomes fierce and competitive. He values his time more than anything else. He becomes a true warrior of life whose main aim is to dominate wherever, whatever situation he's in. The men who never grasp this idea live life on an everyday basis, seeking cheap thrills which jeopardize their future. I want you to not fall in that pathetic category. That's why today, I'm going to tell you the 7 lessons men learn too late in life, which significantly diminishes their potential. By knowing these in your 20s, and even your early 30s, you have an advantage most only dream of. Without any further ado, let's dive right into it. 1. Your everyday habits form your future self. What you do today is one more action toward who you will be tomorrow. When that action is replicated over the course of a week, you begin to scratch the surface of change. When that action is replicated over the course of a month, you begin to notice a slight difference. When that action is replicated over the course of a year, or 2 years, or 5 years, you'll no longer recognize yourself. You will have changed completely. Do not underestimate the power of each and every small habit, replicated over time. For good or bad, your habits determine who you will ultimately become. 2. Don't be a teacher, be a student. Ask yourself, are you aware that everything you know is just your perception? Your point of view on it? Very rarely do we have access to all sides of the story. In itself, that's not an issue. Often, many stories go unreported which would have shown us the bigger picture. Maybe on why someone acted a certain way, or why that investment we made didn't work out how we hoped it would. But the problem a lot of men face is that they believe their knowledge is absolute, that the judgment they pass is always bias-free and nothing but the truth. When you cut yourself away from reality, which is the possibility of you being blatantly wrong, you're only trying to keep yourself safely tucked in a bubble of illusion. Going out into the unknown may be very harsh and uncomfortable. In conclusion, never become stagnant with your views on literally anything. The world is too huge for you to ever know enough. 3. Your emotions take practice. When we think about practice, we often talk in terms of skill. You practice the piano, or you practice playing hockey. But the thing is, who you are emotionally also takes practice. You can practice humility, and you can also practice forgiveness. You can practice self-awareness and humor, just like how you can practice anger, resentment, drama, and conflict. Who you are, emotionally, is a reflection of the things you consciously or unconsciously practice. You were not born upset or frustrated or angry. You have merely practiced those emotions far more than you have. Per se, joy. 4. Everyone has their own agenda. I know this is a cliché phrase and is often said in a negative context, but I am using it differently. It is worth acknowledging that, at the end of the day, we all must provide for ourselves. We all have our own dreams, goals, aspirations, families, close friends, and significant others, and we all want the same fundamental things. There are those you can trust, of course, but the best way to keep yourself rooted and at ease is to know that each and every person has his or her own agenda. You cannot control others. You cannot expect them to put you before themselves, and trying to do so might work for a period of time, but eventually, the truth will rise to the surface. 5. Be prepared to work an insane amount. If you want to do what you love, you have to work 3 times as hard as everyone else. Most people do not get to spend their lives doing whatever it is they love. Instead, they do what they are told they should do, or what their parents, friends, or peers suggest that they do, or they simply pursue nothing close to their heart at all. But if you want to do what you truly feel excited to do, you need to see that as a privilege, not an expectation. These kinds of people are not the majority, so if that's what you truly want, You have to put in the work now. 6. Achievement will never be as fulfilling as the journey. It is one thing to set goals and get the help of others to see your achievements through. It is entirely another thing to sacrifice your own well-being and the well-being of those around you for that goal and achievement. The high at the end is never worth the emotional strain that takes place to get there. If you are not able to enjoy the journey with those around you, then the end goal will be meaningless. 7. Working hard and laughter are not mutually exclusive. Building on the previous point, I never understood why people feel that laughing means not taking the matter at hand seriously. The best ideas come through ease. The best flow happens in moments of joy. The human connection begins with laughter, and to laugh while working or solving a problem is to be open to new possibilities. Some people never learn this. They become grumpy and old. But life is about having fun and enjoying what you're doing. And to have fun does not mean that you are not getting anything done. On the contrary, you can have fun and get more done than you ever thought imaginable. Turn these tips into positive habits and see your life drastically change for the better. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.